I'm ready to quit my job.
Dear Sir, this is to inform you of my resignation effective immediately.
10 seconds later.
But what will I do next? How can I earn? What about my bills? What about my amortizations? What about my future?
Ah! Hold that thought. I know, it's scary to quit a job. I've been there when I left my 10-year corporate career, and admittedly, I was scared as heck too. So if you're someone who's planning to leave or quit your job, and if you're feeling afraid, that's perfectly natural. But the good news is, it's something that you can overcome. I did, many others did. That means you can too. In this video, I want to share with you 5 tips on how you can overcome your fear of quitting your job and be able to really do what you truly want to do. Stay until the end of this video because every tip that I will be sharing with you are the ones that I've actually used and have proven effective as well that allowed me to quit my 10-year corporate career. My number one tip is change your mindset. Fear is driven by our thoughts. The number one that holds us back and makes us fearful is when we think about all the negative possibilities, which leads us to doubting ourselves. If you won't believe that you can quit your job and still flourish, then you will always really feel scared. But let me tell you this, for every negative possibility, there is actually a positive counterpart. For example, if you're thinking, what if I can't earn more when I quit my job? The other side to that and the right mindset to have is, what if I can earn more and better if I quit my job? Or if you're thinking, what if I don't have what it takes to find better opportunities? What you should be thinking instead is, how can I create better opportunities for myself? You see, when I also first thought of resigning from my 10-year job, I also had so many negative thoughts. But that's where I learned and realized that the power of mindset has the ability to make us see the positive side of things. Some practical ways are by reading books, mostly about entrepreneurship, side hustle, personal finance. I also listen to a lot of podcasts and watch a lot of motivational videos. My second tip is plan your future. It is the unknown that makes us feel scared. It is not comforting to not know what lies ahead. But if you really want to quit your job and you're just afraid of what might happen, then you should plan your next steps. List your options. Do you apply in another company? Do you want to become an entrepreneur and start your own business? Or do you want to try to be a consultant or a freelancer? By having a main plan, you will naturally have your next steps and you will be able to add more details about your plan. This will allow you to feel braver, more confident about your future, and even feel more excited about what's in store for you after you leave your job. If you have the capacity to save a portion of your salary in the most feasible way for you, then do it. Having a financial savings will allow you to have a buffer for a certain period of time so that you are assured that you will have money that you can use after you quit your job. Being prepared by planning for what is to come will help you ease your fear of quitting your job. Now, you might tell me, Leonard, even if I have a plan, it's still too risky for me to quit. Well, that's actually correct. That's why my third tip will help you lessen your risk from quitting your job. And this tip is start a side hustle. That's how I actually did it. Few months before I resigned, I thought of and did different side hustles, from selling online to drop shipping to freelance writing and finally to becoming a brand consultant. And now that actually became my full-time job and my main source of income, and has now flourished into a full-fledged company, a branding and communications agency known as the Vineyard Brand Consultancy. So I want you to think of all the possibilities if you only try to start a side hustle. And who knows that your side hustle can also turn into a full-time source of income when you decide to finally leave your job. Last 2 tips, and I hope that you will continue to watch this video until the end. But before that, if you're finding value from this, I hope that you can hit that like button and also subscribe so you will be notified for every new videos that I release every week. My fourth tip is surround yourself with people who believe in you. It is said that we're the average of the 5 people with whom whom we spend our most time with. So try to avoid people who doubt you. Those people who just tell you to just stick with your job, don't quit, you won't be able to make it, even when you're already miserable at your current work. Especially so if these are the people who have never even considered and have never even tried leaving their own jobs. Instead, you would want to be with people who have already done it, who have already quit their corporate job and was able to thrive successfully even after resigning. And it's also not necessarily to be within your circle. You can follow, you can connect with so many people within the community, even online, who share the same story. In fact, that's one of the reasons why I'm trying my best to do this, because I feel like by sharing my own experiences, and if you're also someone who are looking to quit your job, then I hope that I will be able to give you the support that I also wanted to have when I was in your situation. My fifth and final tip is accept your fear. I told you at the beginning of this video that it's natural to feel scared. In fact, I feel like fear is part of the process, because by feeling scared and by being able to deal with it, will be able to give you the strength that you need to stick by your decision, to go all in, and to feel fully prepared for what's ahead of you in terms of the exciting next chapters of your adventure. On top of that, think about the many successful people like Tope Awotona, founder of Calendly, or Patrick Bet-David, founder of Valuetainment. They are quitters, but they only quit the path that wasn't giving them the inspiration, the fulfillment, and the joy that they needed. They both quit their jobs to pursue their dreams, and look at where they're at now. So there you have it, 5 tips that have helped me and hopefully can also help you overcome your fear of quitting your corporate job. Changing your mindset, planning your future, starting a side hustle, surrounding yourself with people who believe in you, and accepting fear as part of the process and the reality that you can defeat. Quitting your job is not easy. In fact, for me, it's probably one of the scariest feelings I've ever had. And if you want to also know about how I left my 10-year corporate career and the life-changing realizations that led me to that decision, you can watch the next video after this. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and as I'd always remind you, dare to dream big. Job and be able to do what you truly want to do. I forgot my next slide. Sorry.